Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How's it going? It is time. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. So, so.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Hey, cheers, Jacob.
You win.
All right, what do I win?
Another
Thanks
beer.
for the
Oh, I'm
host,
going for
man.
that, sure.
A beer for you. A beer for you. I was thinking I should build out of Lego a screen reflector for my lamp so that the lamp can shine on the reflector and instead of me trying to. So I think that's gonna be my weekend project to build a light reflector out of Lego that I can pin a piece of paper in, and then that I can easily adjust so that at night times when I stream, the light will reflect correctly, so that I don't look like I'm sitting in darkness. Hey Tormod, hey Zelin, how's it going? So throw me some topics. Let's do some random topic today. Atanaluk. How's it going? Hey, Rags. I don't know. Sometimes Twitch acts a little bit odd. It's a little bit up and down. What displays? You have really no control over it. Hey, Chillstrand. Oms. Sempibara. Jacob Bobley. Cool. So a topic, random topic, please. Throw something out, and I'll draw it for 30 minutes. So we got one topic: feathered raptor pulling a Jenga piece. Oh, god damn it! A creature. Well, suggest a topic then. Sempibada is your topic creature. Panda berserker. Oof. Live axe. A live axe or live axe. Oh, that's interesting. Laser shark. Oh god. God damn it. Awesome. Henrik Vest. How's it going, man? Amir. Good morning, sir. Priestess of the moon. Yes, Mila. Yes. Alright. Let's roll that dice and see. I will show it to you so it's not. You can't claim rigged. Let's roll it again. Number 3. Don't hit me. It's the power of the dice. So, which was number 3? Feathered Raptor was number 1. Uh, Panda Berserker number 2. Rags Live Axe. Or is actually Sempibada's topic creature. Then it's Panda Berserker. Panda Berserker. Panda Berserker. By Amir. So. Panda Berserker. Oh, and you get topic number 50. 50 straight working days of streaming. Panda Berserker. Berserker? Berserker. Yes, I guess we're about right. Hey, Bruno Romanos. The panda, it's panda time. Hey, how's it going, Debart? How's it going? How's it going? Right, let's start a timer. Berserk. Bjorn Sark. So, Panda Berserker. Panda Berserker. Panda. Okay, what I see is a panda. Okay, this is gonna be a fun one, I think. Timer. God damn it, timer. Timer's on. I'm one step ahead of myself. So a panda standing, like with battle axes, screaming. I'm gonna hide the face a bit because, panda. And standing like that, screaming with some sort of armor, possibly. Or should it maybe? Oh yeah, let's switch that up. Let's not have it that way. Let's have an asymmetrical pose where he's kind of holding holding the axe, kind of like that, and then claws over there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, get better, dear Bard. Get better. Backhanded comment. Backhanded nice comment. Get better. Why aren't you getting better? Why aren't you better already? Oh, get well. Sometimes I'm stupid. That's an order. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Hurri, how's it going, man? Very nice to see you here, sir. Mister. So today is Berserker Panda. Panda Berserker. It's an awesome topic. Awesome topic. Let's see if I switch that off. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit channeling Kekai here, I think. Unintentional. How can you not? I mean, he's done really awesome, like bears and stuff for Guild Wars. So I'm quite sure it's gonna be some sort of homage to Kekai Kotaki. Let's go. Let's do it like this. Let's not go clean today. Let's not paint with light. Let's switch it up a bit. I feel like I was getting a little bit too careful, and I don't want to be too careful today. I just wanna mess around with brushes. So let's go full value, and not light only, and let's paint up some stuff. Just I feel like it. I wanna make it dirty a bit. Dirty. Ever since I was joking around about getting well with a backhanded comment, I can't read any of those comments without reading it like I'm angry or like it's an order. Funny how you can hijack your own mind like that. Hey Bintran, how's it going? Welcome. Hey Miller. Welcome to the stream. Scream. Wanamir, yeah, mind jacked for sure. That's a really funny. When I was in in school. Hey, Nefaz, 38115. Serial number 31885. How's it going? Welcome back. You've been missed with your emojis. Um, so I was saying, I was in school when I was in school. I promise. When I was in school, I had a game with my friends where you were not allowed to use. So I played the game with my friend Thomas, right? And I was only allowed because I was playing that game with Thomas. I had to only use the letter T, so I had to try to construct sentences and communicate with my friend Thomas only using the word that's a word that starts with the letter T. So take that table there. I would be allowed to say, but I wouldn't be allowed to use any other word that started with another letter. So me and him, we were doing that all day. So he was only allowed to use my letter, which is B, and he tried to communicate with me only using that letter or words that starts with that letter. And we were doing that all day, and my brain was so empty. It was completely like psychotic by only thinking about words with T and constructive sentences with that limitation, and my brain was so like damaged. And I got home from school, and my mother by accident um, said a sentence with the only words that started with the letter T, and I was like, I felt like a fever dream, you know, those weird dreams, and I was like, oh, my world, my universe collapsed. Like, oh no, it's not just, it's real. You know, the feeling of that is the whole world is using only the letter T, and I just felt that like matrix collapsed kinda, and I remember that feeling of like disbelief, like what, and it was so hilarious, but it was so hard to stop thinking like with only the letter T for spending a whole day just thinking in words of T. It was crazy. Impossible. Wow, 5 a.m. stream for Nefaz. That's good going, man. That's dedication. Much appreciated. Twat. That's hilarious. Yeah, but it was, yeah, it was such a stupid game. But I got my friend so angry because I started mocking him, only using the words T, and my name is Bjorn, right? It begins with the letter B, and in Swedish there isn't a lot of word like curse words or words you can use to uh, mock someone with a B. So he got so frustrated and he just repeated two words, the only like more or less the only two words or one word that like you could use as a bad word on the letter B, and he just kept saying it, and you could see the anger in his face. Oh, it was so good, so stupid, but so funny. What young boys come up with. Too terrible to think these thoughts. There we go, Rags. Torbjörn, yeah. I mean, yeah. Isn't that funny though? How you can like coach your brain to be this crazy single thought machine, right? That you just need to focus intently on it uh, for a day, and that's all you think about. All suddenly, like you have trained your brain to be like a single focus, which is so impressive, but also so scary. Imagine, imagine brainwashing, right? Being hearing the same thing over and over again, and unto the point where your brain is only thinking of that over and over again. And have that as a part of your world, and I can definitely see brainwashing uh, work. You know, you can definitely break a brain. Uh, I mean, the other hand, like the Manchurian Candidate, you know, like the hidden brainwash. I think that is a little bit harder to do, but not impossible. I would say. But breaking a brain by only repeating, I think that you would make someone one easily insane. Henrik, yeah, Yngve, yeah, or something like Örjan. That would be a hard words to come up with. Hey, Bon88, welcome, 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 welcome. Hendrik, yeah. Well, that's. I mean, how many times haven't you played a video game too much and you start thinking in the terms of the game world, right? But that's the for me that's just so weird, and that the brain is so adaptive. I wonder if you can do the same with an animal, like grab a cat and only like make it view something over and over and over. Would it go the same, or would it not register to the same degree as a human would? I mean, the human brain is probably quite empathic, right? And that's why we can uh, adjust. Sofa Strangler, welcome, happy, welcome, and glad that you delurked. Yeah, I mean, thinking in Tetris ways is horrible. Um, I a lot of times think like I need to put things together, or uh, sleep in a specific position like Tetris. That like the best outcome will be when I configure myself sleeping correctly. It's annoying. Those dreams are annoying. Usually, it's like in association with being sick, like those fever dreams. They sneak up on you. Well, Pavlov's dog. It's in the principle of that, yeah. Well, it's through repetition, right? That Pavlov's dog. They took it one step further. They did brain surgery and stuff on it, right? But more or less, the principle of the Pavlov's dog experiment was that with a bell, they could make a dog be hungry. So every time they gave it a treat, they rang the bell. And in the end, all they needed to do is ring the bell, and the dog started salivating like it had been eating food. But they took it way further for the Pavlov dog. I think in the end they cut the head off, right? And started experimenting with nerve endings and stuff. Like I think they kept maybe not the Pavlov dogs, but I know that they during like around the time of the Second World War, they had animals hooked up to electricity, and only the head of the animal, and they could trigger responses in the brain of the animal. I think it was a dog, um, by running electricity through it, and it would like start chewing or trying to make noises and things like that. Pretty screwed up things. And I think that was in the same era as the Pavlov's dog, if I'm not mistaken. Pavlova dog. Yeah, that no, that's a dessert. Chillstrad, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about the animal experiments because we were talking about hacking the brain, and then Jacob mentioned Pavlov's dog, and then we entered that space. Yeah, humans are definitely crazy. It's a sad thing when empathy is removed from human interaction, and it just becomes the treating a human like a just a machine, or animal like anything living like just a object for the sake of experimentation is horrible. Henrik, now that sounds awful. Super Groobly. There is a Chinese brand line. I don't remember what they're called, but they're a fractional. They cost a fractional of a Sint Intius. They go for like $80. But as far as I've heard, I've never tested them, but as far as I heard, they are just as good. The only downside is that the pen runs on battery, but anything other than that, as far as I heard, it's really just as good as an Intuos, and you save a couple of $100 on it. So I would say that that is a really affordable tablet for beginners. No, a voodoo breakfast. The reason why, for example, they have people play an instrument while they're in the brain doing brain surgery is to make sure they are in the correct space to perform the surgery. So they charge different parts of the brain to see the response, and the time, this place where they need to go, they see the change in behavior, and then they know, all right, that's the spot. That's the spot we need to operate on. And that's the reason why you they have people like talking or singing or playing instruments while doing brain surgery, so that they know uh, which part uh, they're at. Jacob Mobley, yeah, Huion is the tablet. I heard that it's really good, um, good alternative to Wacom, but it's a chargeable battery pen though, so you just need to put the pen for charge. But everything else I've heard is just as good as, especially for a beginner to learn. Hey, Captain Jetlag, how's it going? Zealin, oh, you do? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's great. Sofa Straggler. What a dream. Fantastic dream. I wish I had that dream. That dream sounds hilarious. My dream was it was like a weird like social experiment dream where I was in some sort of house and so on. But as I was leaving the house, this Asian guy came and like shook my hand, and I shook his hand, and for a second like our eyes met, and he gave me like like a look in his face like, okay, it's time to fight. And I started doing like martial art moves on his wrist, and he countered it, and I was like, ah, I hurt my wrist a little bit. I was like, ooh, okay, this guy is this his kung fu is strong. Like, and then we started fighting, and I was started doing all these old martial arts moves I knew from when I was younger, and it became like a kung fu movie. All of a sudden, from leaving the house, and he just gave me like, this like let's fight look. while I was shaking his hand. And it was hilarious. Such a stupid dream. Hey, Super Groovy, that's awesome, man. Make sure to join the Discord underneath the stream window. Um, there's a bunch of people there helping each other grow, and it's a great little Discord server for people of all skill levels. Buddha Breakfast, yeah, it was a badly dubbed kung fu movie. But the funniest part that I took away from it when I woke up, like I smiled a bit when I woke up, was that look. You know, like you shake your hand and it's almost like zoom in into the eyes, and you know, like, and it's like, okay, it's kung fu time. And then like did a wrist lock on him, and he countered it, and I was like, ah, okay, let's fight. It's such a stupid. Captain Jetlag. Um, no, not in particular, but waking up from a sound falling, and then you wake up and you hear the sound. No, of an object falling, and like you register the sound. That's why you wake up. But when you wake up, you hear the sound. So it's like this fractional second. Uh, you wake up from the sound, but when you do wake up, you hear the sound. You know, obviously that can't be because in order to be woken up by the sound, it needs to have occurred. But when you do wake up, you hear the sound and go, "Oh, what was that sound?" Maybe it's just the brain that is on delay. Hey, Captain Bounce, how's it going? Much appreciated that you did show up, even though you're late. How dare you be late? How dare you be late? I'm here working hard, and what are you doing? What are you doing? Coming in late like you own the place. Sofa Strangler, yeah, I know. Those dreams are horrible. How fast are dreams then? Maybe that they still register as full-blown imagery in your head, mind. Don't really know what that means. Yeah, captains, you know, they do what they want to do. I'm so sorry. It's all good, Captain Bose. For this time, I'm letting it slide, right? But I'm gonna make a note and keep an eye on you. Tardiness. Not good, mister. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I had this one dream which was super weird. It's of a straggler in conjunction with repeating dreams. So I'm quite lucid in my dreams. I know I'm dreaming, and I remember my dreams a lot when I wake up. They're very clear, and I know that I'm dreaming because there's no smell in the world, in the dream world. So whenever I'm in a dream, I just go, okay, I'm dreaming, because I can't smell anything, like physically smell, like you can imagine a smell, like you can imagine strawberries, right? Strawberries smells like this, but you can't smell it, like in the nose. So that's how I know that I'm dreaming. Anyways, so I was dreaming. Let's say I was walking down the street in this dream, like da 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 da, da, and all of a suddenly I was in this room painting a painting, and I was like, no, I don't want to paint this painting. and then I switch dreams, and I keep I continue the night, and dreaming this other dream I switch to, and then the next night I'm back at painting this painting, and it's like, no, I don't want to dream this. It's like, wake up or whatever, try to switch it off, and it's always the same red painting I'm painting, and this goes on for weeks. Like, I wake up, and I, like, struggle, and I was like, what the, like, I don't want to dream this annoying dream. Like, what's with this painting? And so, um, and then I eventually asked, like, okay, dream, why am I here? Why am I always in painting these damn paintings? Like, explain. Like, so frustrated. Like, I ask my own brain, like, why am I here? Uh, and what it showed me was crazy. It's like this holy moment was that more or less every painting I painted was like a pixel or a group of pixels in a massive, massive hangar with thousands of paintings, and each painting constructed a massive painting, and that was a nuclear blast. Like, the nuke bomb, and I had been painting all these red paintings because it's like a pixel selection of a massive painting. And when I was standing in that massive hangar in my dream, obviously isn't for real. But when I was standing in that massive hangar and seeing all the paintings suspended into this massive painting, I was like, holy shit, we're gonna die. and when I woke up, I was like, okay, I need a survival kit. I started, like, thinking about, like, I need to buy a big bag of rice and beans. Okay, um, iodine tablets to stop the glands from accumulating radiation. I was, like, preparing. I was like, this is some heavy shit. So that was funny, but then eventually I was like, nah. But it had some weird feeling, and that's why this memory stuck. These weird dreams, when you just can't shake it because the memory of it is vivid because it was such a extraordinary situation. But that's like with everything, like with contrast, right? You have a bad day because all the other days are good and you're not thinking about it. So when you have that bad day, it's like, oh, this day is so shit. Or like, oh, last week was all horrible. Which means, in theory, that all the other days are actually really good. So focus on that fact, like when you're having a bad day, is that it is actually contrast to all your other good days. And that's why you also remember weirder dreams, because they have something specific in them that just sticks in your mind. And I cherish those dreams that stick, because it has a whatever reason they are to stick in there. It's like a little memento of this artificial world, or this dream state. Oh yeah, I painted dreams. I painted stuff from dreams all the time. Henrik, that's a nice idea. That's nice. I got killed one time, and the way I died, like, there came this energy spirit, like this lady in blue with all these things floating out of her, like ethereal capes, kinda. And she was like, "Oh, you died in such a brutal way. I will give you a superpower, or additional power. Like, I will unlock a little piece of your psyche." And she gave me, like, the ability to create wind with my thought. And I started flying around, and this was like when I was 15, maybe. 14, and I was like flying around and doing all these things in my dream with the power of wind. And then you had to like think about the wind, the feeling, the intensity, and everything, without thinking about it at the same time as you like created the uh, uh, physical interaction of wind, so that is like the perpetuates forward. And when I woke up, it was like, oh, this is such a real feeling. So I pulled the sheet off my feet, and I was thinking like wind, and did it with my hand, and swear I swear I felt like a gush of wind on my feet, and I was like, sat up, it's like, oh my god, it's real! And then I was like trying all day, like, Bjorn, what are you doing? I'm making wind. It's like, it didn't work anymore. But, you know, that's me in a nutshell as a 14-year-old boy. This weird creature. Just walking around trying to create air. Alright, time's up. I'm gonna just quickly throw some values in the background, and then I'm gonna have to call it quits. But it's fun. I love dreams. It's like free TV. Especially when you have lucid dreaming and you know. Like you know that it's a dream. That's nice, Ben. Yeah. Nice. Super bad dream. Henrik, yeah. Just don't jump out of a window. Oh no, Zeolin, don't don't put that into my brain. That's gonna happen. I'm quite sure now. Microtransaction dreams. Yeah, pay to win dreams. Alright. That's it, man. Hey, young man, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see who's online. Oh, let's raid Heathman. So when we raid him, click follow, tell him I sent you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow morning. It's Friday tomorrow. Adieu.